All right, what's up, guys? Let me cut this out of my ear here, man. Okay, here we are. So, how we doing, guys? Yeah, I told you, I told you, I told you. So it took another content creator to kind of, I don't know, pop the seal on it, let you know. Um, this global B thing, this is a lot. This is a lot more than just this global B happening. As far as why I don't trust. I just got a weird feeling, man. You're handing the keys over to a bunch of people that have a lot more power than what you think over a lot of other stuff that they probably shouldn't have. So, um, yeah, so I kind of just wanted to hop on here today. The inflammatory title kind of, I'm wondering if this thing even got out, but I just want to touch base on a couple things today. Kind of just want to check in with you guys. Been kind of in kind of a funk lately, so I haven't been making any content. Also, I've been kind of like dealing with some lawyer stuff and some other things, getting some stuff off the ground. So it's all good. We'll get in here. We'll do a stream. Won't miss a week. So, anyways, I wanted to give a shout out to Brink of Speed. I don't know the guy's name. I don't really watch his channel a whole lot, not as much as I should. You know, being a fellow GM owner. But here's the thing: is this is part of the reason why I'm kind of just like so freaking just on edge with this company. I love it. I grew up with them. That's my hang up. You know, I kind of was sitting and reflecting probably like last week, and I'm like, you know, I bitch a lot about this company. I complain a lot about this company. And why am I putting so much money into a product of which I can't stand? But, you know, I was kind of talking with Tracy. I don't know if Tracy's going to be in here later, but we were kind of reflecting of whatever happened to, you know, when companies made products for people, like when they really didn't try to leverage a nickel at anybody's expenses except for their own. It's kind of where I'm at. Mr. This cameraman, I'm telling you. Mr. Noob, what's up, buddy? How you doing, man? I love looking at the hyper blue. Jeez. That thing is nasty. It's good to see you, buddy. How you doing, man? Oh, you better cut that shit out. You better cut that shit out. I'm starting to think that's Mary Bear's channel. Is this Mary? Is this Mary? No, don't tell me. It's good to see you, buddy. How's it going, man? So, yeah, this is part of the reason why I made a post like, I don't know, a couple months ago. And Corey. I made a post a couple months ago about a mid-engine Camaro. And I'm telling you, man, I, I love the C8 platform. It's just I don't like the execution on it. The Global B, the invasion, the spying, the I mean, it's not like I'm paranoid. It's not like I'm doing anything wrong. It's not like you know, I'm not like a conspiracy theorist or anything. It's just I don't like being watched, man. Like I don't like, you know, somebody coming in and telling me, you know, how to live my life. And I've had jobs like that where it's like once once an employer like they start shelling out a X amount of dollar figure, I don't know how or why, but they have this feeling like they have the right to spy on you and know everything about your life, and this is no different. This is no different, and this is why I kind of felt stupid like a couple months ago when I was saying, should I sell the car? Because man, I'm so sick of this, but I'm so happy. The Brink of Speed dropped that video. I'm gonna just here. I'll just play a little clip just to get some context, and let me see if I can't get. Oh no, it dumped everything. Let me re-add everything in here. Man, this also last week I was having some trouble with my StreamYard, and man, I'm telling you what, some people were assholes in the comments. Like, chill out, guys. This is a lot harder than what you think it is. I'm kind of thinking about switching to a different platform. So, but yeah. So let's jump in here. I'm just gonna play a quick clip, and then we'll talk about it here.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Speed. I really, really hate making videos like this. And after you watch this, you may not ever buy another GM product again. But I have to do it. So what am I referring to, and what can you do about it? If you are one of the millions of people that this happened to, you're going to want to hear this. So multiple articles on different sites, Corvette Forum being one of them, have come out explaining that GM for quite a few years now has been using their OnStar that's in your private car to gain access to your driving information and driving practices, basically how you drive your car. And then they take that information and they sell it to your insurance company. Yeah, you heard me right. They sell it to your insurance company, which in turn raises your rates at your insurance company. Now, I know that a lot of you are probably familiar with the little device that places like Progressive.
Think of that. To think of that. No, I have a big problem with this. And like I was saying with employers, once they cross the X amount of dollars which are shelling out, they feel this invested interest into just digging into your every existence. And I could go down the rabbit hole on this, and there's a lot of just puzzle pieces I've clicked together over the years that I've kind of developed my own opinion and my own standpoint on. But I'm a grown adult, and I don't need anybody influencing my life, persuading, watching over, or interfering with my life in any way, shape, or form. It's not like these people are doing any good to help anybody out. It's always comes down to a dollar, and in my opinion, that's just fucking sad and pathetic. It's sad and pathetic, and it makes me really wonder why I'm even giving this company so much of my money. Because I mean, anymore these days, yeah, my car payment's like $1,300 a month. I don't care. I've said it on here numerous times. It is what it is. But I mean, that's what stuff costs today on one side. But then again, it's like, I'm continuing, or I'm enabling this bullshit and this debauchery. But Brick Speed just released a video here a couple hours ago. But first, I want to get to Jeff Noob says, any comments on the Lincoln Filter E-Ray Supercharged? Not a fan, but the C8, but I respect them. I like the C8. I like the C8. If GM is doing, then what's that, buddy? Say it again. They're all oh yeah, if GM is doing it, then they're all doing it. Yep. Nope. You're right. You're right. And I'm gonna crack open the article here in just a little bit. It's not just GM. It's not just GM, but it's not all manufacturers. So I'll leave it at that. Mr. Noob getting back to his comment about the C8. I love the C8. I love this platform. I love the fact that we have like one option for a mid-engine now, because I honestly think that, if you're going to have like a platform that's really good for on the street, on the road traction, the C8 is it. I don't like the Global B. I don't like the spying. I don't like any of the microscopic BS that they're, the microscope that they're putting us under. I don't like it. I don't like somebody watching on me, spying on me. I don't like them getting caught, getting embarrassed, and being like, oh shit, okay, now it's time to do something about it. We'll back off, and we'll try to put a Band-Aid over a bullet hole, I guess, maybe. But it's like, yeah. once you get caught doing that kind of crap, I mean, all my respect and all, all this shit goes out the window, I'm sure. And I'm not the only one on that, but C8, my thing is with the C8 E-Ray, I don't like the simple fact, because in my mind, it's like this. Now you have two different kinds of drivetrains in one platform. And I just like to see either all electric in like a little commuter car, whatever it's going to take to keep them happy, but or all gas. I just see maintenance cost being a real big expense. I see tuning being a giant pain in the ass. I don't know how they're going to get. I mean, I could be wrong, but I don't know how they're going to get a gasoline engine, an electric motor, and everything to work in, seamlessly together. And then they're going to pile in some aftermarket stuff from multiple aftermarket companies, and I don't know how they're going to get everything to work together real well. So that I think that's going to be a big pain down the road. But yeah, yeah. Yep, you're both right. And that's kind of my point of there's a module, the VCIM, in our 6th gen Camaros, at least, up to Global A platform. Now, our cars are, they're telling on us, they're snitching on us, just like any other car has, or in the past, or will continue to be. But I have found out a way that there's a little module right behind the glove box that you can pull. I think I'm doing a video on it. It's called the VCIM. It stands for Vehicle Control Interface Module. And it's pretty much a module. It's a little chrome box. And it's got 2 coaxial cables along with like a hard shell connector plugged into it. But it's responsible for GPS, all OnStar, any wireless communication. So, like I said, there's some downsides to it, but I'm thinking about pulling mine because I'm tired of dealing with this stuff. But yeah, the C8, I think is just the birth of this. I think it's like the springboard for all these problems. But it is what it is, man. Because like I'll show you this. Just like this, I brought in a couple months ago when I said that GM files for in-vehicle violence detection system. Now this is, I'm just bringing this up again. There's a lot of people, I've talked to a couple people that said, they didn't see me bring this up. But if you're watching this or whatever, this is the kind of crap which they plan to, weave into the technology of our future cars. So pretty much this thing is going to be detecting, they're going to have microphones on you. They're going to have cameras on you. They're going to have all this stuff connected to, my gosh, they're going to have all this stuff connected to a cloud. So it's going to be able to recognize what a pistol looks like. It's going to recognize a knife. It's going to recognize all this crap. Raising your voice. If somebody's in a fight, they're going to, it's going to have AI pretty much watching over you the whole time riding in the passenger seat. And color me crazy, but I'm not okay with that. And that's the part where I always tell people you have to vote with your money. Vote with your money, and I don't know why I'm like this freaking close to jumping ship on this brand. Like I said, I grew up with them. It's pretty much all I know, but it's getting to the point where it's everything I don't want in my life. And I'm getting fed up with it because it's getting to the point where it's too much and too much money. And there's just so many good options out there for us. And they keep telling us that, we're going all EV in the future. So I mean, pretty much, beating your head off the wall at this point. So Herc, what's up, buddy? Says, interesting. I received a serious rate increase on my Silverado. Why? So let me ask you this, because it just like he was talking about, it's slow roll over time. And my thing is, I I just kind of expected driving a ZL1. It's like, whatever, you're gonna pay. You're gonna pay. I had man, 2019, 2020, yeah, it had to have been 2019. I went over to Chicago to a exotic dealership, and I looked at buying a Lamborghini Gallardo, and I was this freaking close, man. But um, I decided to give him one more shot, and that's when I ended up buying my orange car, OJ. But ever since then, I've kind of noticed that my rates have been going up and up and up, but I've always kind of blamed it in the back of my mind. I've also associated it with the economy, inflation, blah, blah, blah. There's multiple, nothing ever gets any cheaper, right? It says, interesting. I just received serious rate on my Silverado. Was going to question my insurer, but certainly now will challenge them for my, yeah. And privacy is a complete, yeah. And that's the thing is, um, we keep letting it happen. And that's, I've heard it from multiple CEOs. I've heard from multiple influencers say that's how you deal with this shit is you just stop using their product, you cut them off, you freaking push them out of business. Look at Bud Light. There's been a ton of manufacturers. People have just fucking boycotted them, said, screw you, I'm not dealing with this crap anymore. If you're not gonna, be in line with what I'm in line with mentally, emotionally, whatever that they want to perceive, or, their views on life, I guess you should say, then I'm done. I'm done. And that's kind of the point where I'm getting, but I feel bad. I feel bad. Like there's hope. You know what I mean? Everybody keeps saying that, it's the government, it's the EPA, it's this, it's that, but I don't see anybody taking a stand or trying to make this any better. So just kind of getting to the point where I'm about ready to walk away from the whole thing. You know what I mean? Oh yeah. I got back into drinking coffee. It's good shit. Now that I'm home a lot more. Never used to have that stuff on the road, but it's good to be back. It's good to be back. So how do you guys feel about, have you guys noticed any dramatic spikes on your insurance rate? I'm really considering going back and start restoring cars. I think that's going to be a big, big business in the future. I read you can go on at the end of the Brink of Speed. I'm having a hard time talking. After you can go down and read the articles and everything. I did pay for it. It's like $1. So, but I'll let you scroll through here. It's really a bunch of fluff. It's kind of a 10-minute story. For those of you if you want to pause the screen, screenshot it. It's really a whole bunch of fluff. It's kind of a 20-minute story for that really could have been like 1 minute, but it's pretty much saying exactly what Corey said. It's not everybody's doing it. There's Subaru, Mitsubishi, Honda, a lot of the JDM market, they're doing it too. And it pretty much comes down to 3 different companies doing this practice. And I got to tell you, I don't really understand the companies that actually end up with this data. I don't understand. I think that might be it. What they're doing with this. You know what I mean? I understand that, they might be selling it to the insurance company, but I don't know how they're going to benefit from it. But whatever happened to privacy, man? Whatever happened to it? I'm starting to think that some laws need to be re-implemented back into the system that start protecting the people a lot more, because stuff costs too much. I mean, I am giving this company way too much of my money to being monitored and watched. So let's hop back into. So pretty much want to jump into this, and I will say that Brink of Speed came out with the video. It's just a couple hours ago. I'm going to touch base into it. All I did was just cut 3 minutes into the video after the advertisement and all that stuff. We'll jump into it here. Let me add it back in. So basically it says GM's getting sued.
More like, I fought the corporation and I won. Only it wasn't me who won. It was a man from Florida named Romeo who sued because his insurance premium went up more than double on his 2021 Cadillac XT6. But that's not all. It also saw him being rejected by 7 insurance companies last year. So yes, he won, but really we all won. GM responded quickly to the suit, announcing in an emailed statement that since Wednesday, March 20th, OnStar Smart Driver customer data is no longer being shared with LexisNexis or Verisk, 2 companies that had generated risk profiles with the information provided by GM. They said, customer trust is a priority for us. GM spokeswoman Mauri Lukic said in an email, and we are actively evaluating our privacy processes and policies. The Smart Driver program had more than 8 million vehicles registered as of 2022, generating annual revenue for GM in the low millions of dollars. There's that low million statement again. But for real, this, in my opinion, is big news. GM felt real pressure here and decided to do the right thing. And hopefully all the rest of the car manufacturers out there will follow suit. So let me know in the comments.
What do you guys think? Is that enough for you? You think that's enough? Oh, really? Is that true? Wow. I hope that's a joke. I hope that's a joke. Absolutely. It would be a good plot for him. It would be a good plot. I don't know. I don't know if I really buy it. If I really bought it. I haven't finished out the video or anything, but I guess it was pretty much no, shut the fuck up. Will not be happening 100%. Guaranteed. Oh my god. That about crashed my freaking gigabytes for tonight. I gotta look into that. Man. Okay. Well, anything for $1.com, right? So pretty much, and I'm kind of happy for him. It was the Corvette community which kind of went to the bat, and stuck up for pretty much all of us. They're all added in. And it says OnStar woes GM is sharing, in quotations, driving data with insurance companies. Man, yeah, and pretty much it was pretty much just an iteration of everything of which we heard. And it's just like exactly what Corey said. GM isn't alone, of course. Looks like Kia, Subaru, Mitsubishi, Honda, Acura, Hyundai, but not Ford. Ford claimed, though, a spokesman, that it is only sharing driving behavior from a car directly with an insurance company when a customer gives explicit content via the in-touch screen, LexisNexis said. So I mean, I think it's pretty admirable of Ford, right? I mean, that's not bad. I mean, if you're directly on the spot, giving consent to that, whatever, you know what I mean? Then you kind of get what you get and you don't throw a fit type situation. But pretty much the way that I think that they were saying that they woven this into your insurance policy, saying that they can obtain this information, but it was kind of like double speak. They really fucking hit it in there, banking on a lot of people not even reading that fine print detail. I don't know. To me, it's why are you doing it in the first place? I mean, It seems a little shady. This is like the credit card companies that follow everything that you click on, your phone conversations, everything that they do. They know how to market to you. They know what to do. They know, you know what I'm saying. I don't know if this is that type of situation, but it is. It's far too far across the line for me. I don't know. There's a couple of you in here. How do you feel about it? How do you feel about it? Because um, I have a feeling that this is only going to be the start of it. It's only going to be the start, and I'm going to be this close to getting rid of my freaking car. Getting rid of my car and walking away from the GM brand as a whole. So, um, yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. And it sucks because it's an awesome platform because GM in the past has always been run by engineers. So, I mean, you know, the interior of the cars are usually plasticky and disposable and you know, yada yada and so on and so forth. But it seems to be that, you know, that's they don't break as much. They don't, you know, everything seems to last. It does what it, you know, it does. That's been my number one complaint with Ford is just a little stupid little it nickels and dimes you. And the GM just seemed to happen in the past years. I've had a ton of Fox Body Mustangs, SN95s, and yeah, you're kind of getting the point of why I'm freaking glorifying your fourth gen, saying you're lucky, and it's an awesome car, and you're not liking it. Um, yeah, I'm really considering taking my all the computer crap out of my ZL1. I don't know if you guys would like to say I'd be okay with it. I don't need navigation. Is it nice? Yeah, it's cool. It's nice. I don't need it. I don't need it. I mean, the piece of crap of which I first started driving when I was young, man, I I was just happy to get there sometimes. So, yeah. That's why I think the fourth gen is going to be the pinnacle. That's I think that's honest to God. When my generation, well, maybe in the next 15, 20 years, I think that that's going to be a big collector car. Big, because that's the last of the analog. You know, the metals in it wasn't that strong, but they sell tons of racing. There's a lot that you can do that car. It's very modular. It was the beginning of the LS. Pretty much that was like what LS was famous for was being modular, being able to swap, interchange parts, blah blah. You know, 4.8, 5.3, 5.7. Pigpen, what's up, dude? So wait, if you don't pay for OnStar, are they still sending? Yes, and you can't pull a fuse and call it good. No, as if that car has connectivity, they can kill your engine on the spot. They can lock you out of your car. They have full control over that vehicle. They're just waiting in the weeds. Yeah, and everybody thinks, "Oh, I'll just cancel my OnStar." Okay, does nothing, no change. You're just not getting access to the features of, you know, having like remote start, unlocking your car, being able to lock your car from anywhere on planet Earth. Little stupid stuff like that. But yeah. If you there is no telling what they're doing with this data. No telling. You know what I mean? So yeah, you cannot just like call them and tell them you don't like it and shut it off and then all of a sudden you're off the grid. No, it don't work like that. No sir. No sir. Yeah. That's exactly why I think that the fourth gen will be the pretty much the pinnacle of it all. Um, I think I just read or I watched a video the other day of like a CMMG. I think it was number 17. It was that blue car, that ZL1 supercar got sold. I think that's going to be, if I had to guess in the future, I think that's going to be the most valuable Camaros like to ever exist. I think that's going to be the last analog cars. I know 5th gen, 6th gen, and whatever bullshit they come out with on Camaro 7. It's got too much of this. woven into it. I don't think that Camaro 7 is going to be the car of which we think it is. Now, to me, that's the best part about Camaro 6 was this was before Mary Barra made her introduction into GM. Now, they had already conceptualized all the R&D and everything was pushed forward, putting the car to the dealerships before, well, about the time she got into her CEO position. Now, everybody says that I'm being hard on her, and I don't care. Listen, if you're the CEO, she's, you know, I think the last I knew she was collecting over $30 million a year. $30 million a year for that position. I've talked to multiple people, and I don't think, unless you own the company and you're responsible for producing that taxable service or putting that taxable service or good into the world, I don't think that there's a job on earth that's worth $30 million. Sorry, there's no W2 or W4. No, W2 is employee. Yeah, W2. There's no W2 income that's worth $30 million. And there's a lot more making way more than that. Redline or Nothing says, if they are giving my insurance company my driving data on me, I am surprised my insurance company hasn't already dropped me. Yeah, well, you know, you ever heard the term it's cheaper to keep her? Listen, man, this is like a gym membership. As long as you don't make a claim, they'll take your cash every month. You know what I'm saying? That's what the gym membership does. They, what if they're gonna put those dumbbells and crap out there regardless. All they got to do is, have somebody come through, maintain the equipment, yada yada, so on and so forth. They don't care if you show up. They don't care if you live there. They don't care if you never come there. As long as you pay your dues. Insurance is the same way. As long as you never make a claim or cost them a dime, if they will look for a reason to charge you more, they'll do it. They'll do it. But yeah, I wouldn't expect anything in return from them. I wouldn't expect them to drop you. That's also a big reason why I've been skating on thin ice as far as like not blurring out my speedometer. I've been starting to do it because I've been hearing a lot of YouTubers just all of a sudden they'll get a phone call out of thin air. Oh, guess what? Progressive call. I guess I shouldn't say. Progressive called me and they just dropped me overnight because they saw something on my social media or whatever. Dude, it's a real problem. So, you might be in the same boat as me. Welcome to the club, Mr. Redline. Welcome to the club. Oh, Mr. Pigpen says, shaking my head. All these companies are probably even collecting so much data than they are legally allowed to. Yeah, probably. I have no idea about the legalities of that. I probably should know. I probably should be checking into it. And they profit off the data until no end. Ring it for every freaking penny it's worth. It's sickening of what executive makes in salary, stock options. Yeah. Yep. It is. Because what did the CEO of Chase, JP Morgan, that bank, he just dumped $140 million worth of stock options. That is just stock options. And he's got more. 140 plus the salary. It's just, it's fucking insanity how much these CEOs make anymore. And then have the fucking balls to do stuff like this to their consumer. It kind of makes me go, are you fucking dumb? Like, how dumb are you? It's the best part, or I would say the best attribute which is missing out of entrepreneurs or any companies today is the desire to serve, because that's what good companies do. They can't wait to serve you because that's what people pay for, is a service. Instead, everybody has an ego, or everybody's trying to pull this shady shit and get away with stuff, or sneaking around doing dumb shit. Yeah, it is. It's sick. Says Tesla chairman of board recently sold millions and millions of dollars worth of stock. Oh, okay. So, yeah. I didn't read about that one, but yeah, it seems like they're all, Um, oh, who's that? Oh my gosh. It's like one of the biggest investors of all time. He's like he owns so much stock in Berkshire Hathaway from Omaha. I can't remember. Dude, I'm drawing a blank right now. I'm having a brain fart. But he just dumped a ton of stock as well. So, yeah. It's going to be interesting what 2024 brings us. Did you see that Stellantis just on Friday, I think it was, they fired hundreds of engineers. Hundreds. They just all had them on a mass phone call, on like a Zoom conference call, and said, "Yeah, you're fired. Here's a tiny little severance package. Have a good day." So yeah, it's gonna be interesting, man. Let's say, yeah, they need more car enthusiasts in charge of the companies. Having someone in charge who knows nothing about cars is just stupid. Yes, that's. God damn it! Thank you, Warren Buffett. That was it. Yes, yes, Warren Buffett. He just dumped a ton of Berkshire, but I mean, the dude's barely alive, so I don't blame him. I don't blame him. Enjoy some of that cash while you're here, dude. They need more car enthusiasts, yes, and that's why I'm so hard on this on Mary. She's raking in the cash, fucking us all over, and everyone's just looking the other way, being like, "Man, well, this sucks, but what are you gonna do about it? Hold her accountable. Tell them exactly what you do not like, what is pissing you off. I mean, I can't be the only one. It seems like everybody on YouTube, um, they don't really say what they're thinking. They always try to put it in the most polite manner and the most polite light, and it's like, fuck that. They're screwing us over, and if you would have told me, like when I was growing up, that I would pay over $75,000 for a Camaro, come on, yeah, that is freaking crazy. I mean, they have their hand out. They'll browbeat you. They judge you. They don't listen to you. It's obviously they don't know their demographic. I've made videos about it. I mean, they're taking everything away, not fighting for us. It's disgusting. I have no idea about that. She did have a job at a lower tier beforehand, but it's kind of like the news anymore. The more I read on it and the more I know, the more pissed I get, and I got to stay away from it, man. It's getting to the point where I kind of got to be like, either I'm in or I'm out. I'm getting there, dude. I'm really getting there. But yeah, she could have been. She could have been. Uh, my thing is if she was an engineer, she should be the first one to know better than, even more so. So, I mean, what the fuck? You know what I mean? That's part of what I base my investments on. The insiders are buying and selling, but it's not always so cut and dry, right? But recently, a bunch have been selling, so there's likely gonna be a correction. Yes, yeah, it's gonna get interesting, man. Because like I said, and that's also like, if you guys haven't noticed that the car market's freaking tanking hard, it's plummeting, which is awesome. If you want a car, scoop them up now. If you can, if you have the budget within your means or whatever. I saw a ZL1 priced for $39,000, 40,000 miles on it, not 39 grand. It's a yellow one down in Texas. It's still up right now. I mean, stuff is tanking hard, but they're not reducing the interest rate. I know that I can't remember what that federal reserve interest rate price or whatever they there's different markets and there's different sectors of the interest rates of which people talk about. But I know that our short-term interest rates, I think the last we were like 3.1. They're trying to get it down to 2.5. They're saying that we're going to have like 3 cuts in 2024. I think they're full of shit. I I don't. We might get one. That's my guess. But as far as a correction, uh, they say that we might cut rates in June. So if we do have a correction, July. What do you think, man? I don't know. That's if they do, because yeah, as soon as they cut the interest rates, you know the price of everything's gonna freaking go back up because everybody's gonna be. It'll be cheap and easy to get money at that point. So it'll probably take a couple months for your correction to kick in, but I don't know, man. It's gonna be interesting. Corey, thanks for coming in, buddy. Have a good night. We'll see you, bud. Um, yes. Holy shit, 45 minutes. What do you guys think? I mean, are we at a point to where it's like, should I cut? Should I just cut the freaking? Should I cut the freaking OnStar out of my car and call it good and keep going with the channel, or should we take a different direction? Because I don't know. I love my ZL1 though. I love it. It's an election year. They are going to try to buy votes. Yeah, they already are. They already are. Biden's already he implemented that $5.5 trillion tax cut for anybody that makes under 400,000. Claims you're not going to pay a penny more, but he's going after the top 1%. But I mean, the thing is like, you can go after the 1%, fine, that's cool, and I don't care where you stand or what you believe, but you go after the 1%, the 1% is going to go after you. You know what I'm saying? It's just like the car, or I'm sorry, not car, the wages going up. Yeah, your wage will go up by like 10%, but you know, your power bill, everything goes up. It's ratios, and you don't have. It's so not stacked in our favor. So not stacked in our favor. Redline says, I would like to get rid of my ZLE, but I can't honestly think of it equal. No, that's why I jumped on it. And I don't know. I don't have my phone on me. I was buying a Gallardo, and it was a 04 with 31,000 miles on it. It was a stick. That was the only thing. It was a pre-LP stick car. And yeah, my ZL1 just spanks its ass. I mean, they call that a supercar, but my ZL1's not. Like, you know, it's just, I understand for the year, but even, you know, for the year, they had ZL1s with 650 horsepower. You know what I mean? That GMMG was making, but I think it's all people's perception. But I'm serious, man. They just put the C8 Z06. They still have not released the Nürburgring lap time. I don't see it being that much more impressive than what the ZL1 1LE did. And I honestly think that's a 716 on the ring. That's not like scary fast, but it's not slow by any means. You know what I mean? I think that they are pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing that Z06 until they get like a 6, you know, under 7 minutes is what I think. But the ZR1, C6 ZR1 couldn't beat it. It was slower than the ZL1 1LE. I mean, the Camaro 6, and I've said it over and over and over, and for people that haven't bought, and they're crazy. They're crazy. The Camaro is overbuilt. It's undervalued. It's overslept on. And they didn't market it. And this is GM's fault, because they had such an amazing car. And like I said, by the time I think that everybody realizes what it is, I think it's going to be too late, and it's going to be just mass. It's going to be so expensive, or I really hope that's not the case, but I don't know. But you're right. Bang for the buck. ZL1 or ZL1 1LE, pretty much. Yeah. You can't go wrong. I even think that they ran the ring on a C7 Z06 It was a little bit slower, but it wasn't as fast as the ZL1. Um, I better not say that because I can't remember if that's actual fact or not. But yeah, super slept on car. But I do have a problem um, with giving my privacy away. You know what I mean? I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm not a felon. I don't. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't really need people watching over me and not like it. And I have a feeling it comes at a cost at some point. So maybe, I don't know. Maybe the right decision was to, maybe, I don't, I think, the C7 Z06, ZR1's badass. I would love to have that car. They actually opened up the front end on the ZR1 to actually get enough air in. But I don't know. I'd like to have one, but I really think it was pretty much branding at that point because when the ZL1 came to market, man, it fixed all the problems the Corvette had and just beat its ass. I mean, it was right there neck and neck with it. But yet everybody still glorified the Corvette because, well, Corvette, right? So yeah, yeah, irks me at times, man. But yes, yet the cost of my privacy, I don't know. I can't make a decision because it seems to be always something, man. Always something. I mean, heck, even this one, if you go back to the article where it says that they file for the in-cab violence detection and all that stuff, let me go back in there. It says that if you go down at the bottom, just read the comments, man. This will tell you everything. Big brother. Wow, GM's starting to really become government motors. LOL. You know, I mean, you can just, it goes on and on and on. And it's not me. It's not just me. It's, you know, I get to a point to where it's like, you think it, but I say it. And yeah, yeah, it's becoming irritating. But I do see like regression, or they're starting to pull back on the EVs. I think that this whole thing is the switch or this transition. I hate using that word. Coming from gas to EV and then coming back to gas. I think it's going to cost us massively. Like there's going to be bailout after bailout after. I'm fucking over it. And the whole time, the consumer has been sitting here saying, "Stop! I don't want this. I don't like this," and they're just jamming it down your fucking throat. Oh, it's amazing. Oh, it's awesome. You don't have to do anything. Oh, it's such low maintenance. It'll always get you there on time. You don't even have to drive the vehicle. Oh my God, it's just here's all these government rebates, which they're coming back out again with. It's like, how much more free shit? Like you guys, it doesn't. I don't know when it's gonna stop. Maybe it's gonna take some leadership changes, like I called. What was it, last year sometime? Can't wait to brother. Oh man, what year is his Z06? It's not a 15 or 16, is it? Yeah. 704 for the C7 ZR1. I haven't seen that. I'll do some research into that. Wouldn't surprise me. 17. Okay, so I think that was like that iffy year. 15 and 16 they had the short lid. So it got the small cooling bricks in those 2 years. That's why if you see those, you can buy them. I mean, but that's why they're such a good deal. It's because they were pretty much the guinea pig test pilot. But those are the 2 years they had big problems with heating on them. 17, I think they fixed all of them in 17. If it's got the taller lid like our ZL1 has, he's good. But otherwise, yeah, that one's gonna be bad. But 704 for the C7ZR1, it's possible. It's very possible. I don't know if that's the official time for it, but I know that I think that the Viper got under 7. The Viper ACR when it came out in what, 2017, 2016. Yeah, I think it got right around there. So I know that GM was really trying gunning for the throat because get my camera to focus. They're really going for Dodge's throat on that one because that was the barrier everybody wanted was get under 7. That's why I don't think that they've released a time for the C8Z06. Because yeah, last year they had some spy watchers at the ring, and I think they had an unofficial time of 7:12. But like I said, the ring is like 13 miles long. So, I mean, 10 seconds, 15 seconds, that's really not a whole lot of time to make. It is and it isn't. You know what I mean? So, 704 could be entirely possible. I'll have to do some investigating on that to be sure, but I don't know. I don't know. As far as tonight's topic and all that shit about the selling your data off, it happens a lot more. I mean, if you don't think that your phone's not collecting data on you or listening to you or whatever, you're crazy. You're crazy. But I will say this, yeah. No, they're going to the Blazer. Isn't that great? Isn't that wonderful? They're going to the Blazer, sir. So yeah, there's always that. But yeah, and it's not like I'm a big NASCAR fan or whatever, but just the overlap of racing and watching other YouTube channels. I heard, yeah. What? They added some speed limits. I'll have to do some investigating on that. As far as I was concerned, I thought it was all out. I know that they have a decibel, like a noise ordinance on the Nürburgring, but I didn't know that. I don't think they have any speed limits, do they? That can't be true. There's got to be more to that. There has to be. Because as far as I was concerned, when the town Nordschleife or whatever, I don't speak German. When they close down or block off their section off, I don't know. I've never been there. I'd love to go there. That's on my bucket list. If I can get this business off the ground and going, yeah, I'm going to be looking into the cost of everything to get my ZL1 over there, and we'll put some slicks on and see if I can't hook up with some other content creators. Because I know that I can't drive on the roads over there while I'm there, but if the town shut down and they have the ring blocked off or partitioned off, it's not really a road now is it? So I would love to get my car over there and see a person or two over there. So yeah, but I didn't know about that. Oh, Redline or Nothing says could be confusing Autobahn with the ring. I don't know, man. I don't know. I know the Autobahn has a lot more rules than what you know about it. So there's a lot of there are speed limits. I know that there's designated lanes for such things as far as what kind of cars and blah blah blah. From my understanding, some of the ring is part of public roads. That's true. That's very true. Yep. Now I know when they have ring time, when they block it off because obvious for safety reasons, they block it off and now it's racetrack. But that's what makes it so freaking cool is that whole city, that whole town. I wish America had some cool shit like that. But yeah, it's all racing culture right there, and the whole town's just built around racing and stuff like that. So I don't know, man. I'll have to check it out. I'm gonna look into that, but That could be a limiting factor. If that's true, that could be a limiting factor 100%. So, okay, fellas. I see that 1 hour closing in on us. 56 minutes. We got double digits hanging in here. There's more of us hanging in here more and more. I like this. I like this shit. Mr. EST. The Blazer. Yeah. Fucking disgusting, isn't it? Yeah. Ain't nothing like a SUV coming in to substitute for your ZL1. Yeah, I'm not a big NASCAR fan, so they can do whatever the fuck they like, whatever they want, but I just, yeah. I'm about it, man. I am about it. If I have the cash and if I could get the info, I would absolutely get a section of interstate partitioned off for us to where it's just I mean living in Iowa here, just look at it on a map. It everywhere. It's like a grid, man. Just straight lines everywhere. Now I will say this, that they say that the Autobahn, when they built it with that speed or that heavy duty usage in mind. So they made it 36 inches thick. I guess our interstates are only like, is it 8 to 12 inches thick? So, I mean, it's thick enough, but they say that, I don't know. I don't understand, but I think that when the government looked into raising speed limits and stuff like that, that was a big factor with it expanding and tracting, getting hot and cold. I don't think that our roadway was like really capable of handling or maintaining that kind of safety to be that kind of level to be running that fast on. So I know that was a big thing. But she went like, no, not that I would want one, but the design of the EV Blazer looks better than the current one. It doesn't look bad. I didn't think the old one looked bad either. I just think the front end was it reminded me of the ZL1, which I liked. That was really cool. I know Alex calls it the Predator front end, but I just think, when you go to when you're looking at the front profile, like dead on, like when you're looking at the grill, it's just fucking boxy, straight up and down. Like give it some curves, and I think it would look cool. Also make it rear wheel drive or all wheel drive. That would have been awesome. Have a performance version of that. Maybe a LT1 in there or LT4. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, speaking of LT4, do you think that could save the C8 if you LT4 swapped a C8 Corvette? Because that's kind of where I'm at. I mean, if you could get rid of the Global B and you could get rid of Big Brother, is what I'll call it, I think that the C8 would be a freaking awesome platform. You dump a LT5 in there or LT4. I mean, LT5s just go for stupid money. The LT4s, they're readily available parts, and the parts will be available for them for a long time. I honestly think that the LT4 is going to be the new LS7. It's just, it's that amazing. It's that amazing. So, yeah, I think the Blazer looks good though. I'm also digging the Cadillac CT5 V Blackwing, the new one, the 2025 refresh. That looks pretty good in my opinion too. But again, Global B. I'm not down with somebody listening to me or watching me. It creeps me out, man. It weirds me out. When I'm driving, it's like I was talking with Tracy about this. It's therapeutic, man. It's just I'm there. I'm in my element. I'm doing my thing. I understand cops are watching me and shit, and I understand that I'm to a degree being watched, but I don't need it inside the damn car. You know what I mean? And I'm sure a lot of you feel the same way. I'm sure a lot of the same way, but I don't know. I don't know what it's going to take to get people pissed off enough to where everybody pushes back and says enough. So yeah, LT4, I'm going to look into that. I'm going to look into LT4 swapping a C8 if it's possible. Cause they're picking up production like hard on those cars, and they're starting to get down. I think there's like a couple on eBay right now for 62. They're getting cheap, man. they're getting cheap. They're getting to that point now to where they're just so freaking common. They're not special anymore. I think if you want one and if you can find one, and if you're looking for like the first year, like the real special one, 2026, I think they only made like 7,000 of them. But yeah, I don't know. Fuck a C8. Unless you can get rid of the spyware. If you could get rid of the spyware or that big brother out of that bitch, I think that would be the ultimate street car. I do. Yeah, ooh. Yeah, dude, that ain't good, man. You no. 13 I have had mine for 13,000 miles, zero break-in. I started beating the hell out of it at 9 miles, less than 10 miles, single digit miles. Doesn't use a quart of oil. Also, I will say this: when I put that catch can on, also allowing that crankcase pressure, seemed like my car uses no oil. Also, I've noticed that like when I get into it and like you can just ring the RPMs all the way out there, when I would let off and come to a stop, like I'd be sitting at a stop sign or the next stoplight, I could smell oil real hard because all that pressure and everything was trying to like slowly escape. And yeah, that was also another thing that was causing me to, about every oil change, I'd be like a quart low, maybe half quart. But that was it. It was because when I took my supercharger lid, like my whole inside the guts of my supercharger was just covered in a coat of oil. So get a catch can on there. Yeah. Every 1,000 miles it uses a quart. That ain't, yeah, something's wrong, man. Something's wrong. If it's not leaking it, I know they have a bad problem with pushing the front seal out, the crank seal. Like I said, if it's not vented, i.e. catch can, they can push the front seal out real hard. Other than that, that motor's really bomb proof, so get it checked out. Would you like to know says, would be disconnecting the OnStar lose other features? Got here late tonight. Yeah, you would. You lose your turn-by-turn GPS, pretty much anything. So anything, you'll still have Apple CarPlay. You can't do over-the-air updates. The compass in your mirror, you'll lose. You're obviously going to lose the microphone for your wireless, for your telephone and all that shit. That's gone. And there's a couple other minor things, but I don't know how old you are. I grew up with, pretty much the throttle cable that day when OBD2 was new. So this shit was, I could go back to an analog car and be perfectly fine. Mr. Jenkins, what's up, dude? Glad you made it. Dang, bud, it's late over where you're at. Probably time for bed about here soon. How's everything going? I did a video on it. I think any Camaro, any year, any generation, Motion Raceworks makes the best one, and they make it. You can call them. They're a couple hours away from me, but if they don't have a kit, they have the pieces to make you a kit for any Camaro. And like I said, the oil aroma issues, no, it's all gone. The Mighty Mouse, yeah, it's the one I'm gonna. It's like $400, so I will tell you this. But I mean, if you want to go with the 12AN, by the time you add all the goodies or check all the boxes on the Mighty Mouse can, it was like $600. So it's still cheaper, but it's better. It's way better. Man, I don't know. I don't think so. A catch can is something I think that the manufacturers should be putting on, like OE. There's no downside. other than um, there's no downside other than like if you're road racing or doing SCCA, really pushing it hard, and the can is full, so you haven't like checked it in a few months or whatever. Um, there is a potential that it could slosh back out up through the baffles and like leak on an exhaust manifold. But I mean, multi-billion dollar companies have engineers that could probably fix that within a matter of a week. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I got my kit. It was on sale. It might still be on sale actually. Like $450. I had to do a little bit hose cutting and planning on routing, but man, it was yeah, it paid off hugely. It fixed a lot of shit like instantly. Yeah. What do you like to know? Says I was curious about the rear camera mirror since it's built into the GPS antenna that I have XM radio. I don't know. You guys want to see me pull mine? I'll tell you if it works. I'll gladly use a piece of glass if they stay out of my business. I can use a piece of glass. No problem. No problem. I'm cool with that. Yep. Fuck, I'll use a little periscope through the fucking roof if I have to. I don't give a shit. Stay out of my life. Stay out of my business. I'm cool. I don't need anybody to tell me what to do. So true. So true. Oh, fuck, it's 9. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let me see here. Yeah, the I think it would if I had to guess, I think that the camera would work. I think it would work. I think it's on its dedicated system. I don't think it requires anything from the outside coming in. I did talk to my tuner, and he said that he doesn't think that if I pulled that box that it's going to affect anything that he has to do with it. So if you're worried about taking your car to a shop or a performance shop or whatever, and it's not going to, there's nothing on that circuit that affects anything. But other than that, I mean, I guess I could pull mine. If you guys want to see me pull it, I'll pull it. Soon, I think the weather's not going to clear up until next week. I was talking to Mr. Burley. I don't know if he's in here, but we had a cold, like some strange ass cold front just whipped through. And all of a sudden, like it started fucking snowing again. And it's 20s and 30s and shit. So I haven't really got out to the garage because otherwise making some serious headway. We got some cool shit coming up. I'm not kidding. We got some cool shit coming up. So 17 of you mofos in here. I love it. I love it. We're growing. We're getting bigger, guys. So anyways, we're past the hour. I've noticed like a channel as small as mine, people just, they don't fucking watch the shit after it seems to be about after 45 minutes. So that's the only reason I call the hour. If you guys want to stay on and you guys want to hang, I'll hang with you. I'll talk with you, do whatever you want. It's just, it seems like people don't like hearing me talk that much, it seems. So I hope this class action, or I don't know if they have a class action suit coming in. I know that one gentleman in Florida. Thank you for setting a precedence for the rest of us. If he does watch this, I can't remember his name, but yeah, sued the balls right off of GM, and rightfully so. Rightfully so. There's no reason for anybody to be doing this. I honestly think that maybe this is just other than corporate greed. I think it's just a derivative, or it's deriving from bankrolling the EV, stashing cash, trying to, just finance this transition, or, whatever the future is going to unfold. Because I'm telling you what, it's looking bleak for them. Yeah. Yeah, that bitch better get it together. I got a ZL1 to drive. She better fucking. She better learn. She better get it figured out here real soon, because I'm getting tired. I crack the blinds like this, and it's like, nope, not today. Can't drive it today. Yeah. I hope so. I hope so. Um, I get this feeling a lot, like through the comments. I know that I'm pretty plain speak, but I think that a lot of people are they're just they get a hold of the YouTube money, and they once they get like a little bit of fame or a little bit of notoriety, they just fucking they lose their way, man, and they change, and it's never for the good. And it's just like that Brink of Speed. Uh, no fucking shade, no slander to that guy at all, but he's just a little soft spoken. Like, come on, like you're gonna make a video about it, but then be so nice, passive aggressive, and I'm just not like that, and I don't think a lot of the country, I don't know, with as many pussies as there are, you know what I'm saying? Uh, I don't think a lot of people like it. I don't know. I'm not. It's really hard for me to get gauge on people. That's why I like to do the daily polls. It tells me I ask a lot of stupid questions. I lost, and if you're in here long enough, you'll see the same thing cycle through, or be redundant. But that's why is I'm just trying to get a gauge of where your guys' mind's at too. Ooh, Washington. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it rained here. Yeah, it rained here today all day. As a matter of fact, I think it's still raining. Yeah. You better be freaking careful, dude. Did that Gen 5? I've been really thinking. What the fuck? You just sound exactly like Mike Burley, man. Come on. Where's the keys? I'll fix that problem really quick. That car will see a lot more than rain in about 10 minutes, I promise you. But I understand why. You got like 40,000 miles on your car, don't you, Jeff? The LSA. That's what I was going to ask you. I'm sorry. I was losing the train of thought. The LSA, is that... Have you pushed it in the snow? Because I'm really curious. I'm digging it. The looks of a Gen 5 anyways. Oh, 33K. Okay. That's still respectable. I think... Did you buy it new? Did you buy it? I know that I was talking to you through the comments 5-6 weeks ago. You was like super specific about that particular car and how you love your car and your car only, and you were very particular about that Hyper Blue. So I'm just wondering. Oh. Yeah. Well, that's still low enough. Oh, you know what's awesome is I was looking at through Auto Tempest was first saw my first ZL1 with 101,000 miles on it. I fucking just fist pump. I was like, yeah, that's bad. I like that. I don't know, for some reason. I mean, it sucks that the cars wore out and it's on the market. It's on the market for cheap. But I think that's just badass when people are driving their cars like that. I don't know why I love it. Yep. Yeah, the Yanko's the little bit different of a deal. Little different of a deal. Have you got your 24? Is your 24 getting ready to get shipped off or no? Goat Live says I bought it in January, 23,000 miles. Okay. There was snow up here when I bought it, but not by my house. It was fine, but I did not push it. That's smart. Yeah. I mean, the one thing is people like, they give me shit in the comment section about, me doing my snow videos, which I really didn't get to this year. I didn't even do one, I don't think. I had a lot of shit going on. And as you can see, it resulted me freaking taking a little bit of a fork in the road for my life. But it's all good. But anyways, I push it to show you guys the car can do it. Do I push it to 100%? No. Just like he said, don't push it and you'll be fine. I also give the car a chance by putting the appropriate like snow tire on it, or the best tire, which I think is going to give it the best chance. And it does it just fine. The ELSD in this car is just ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Oh, the 22. That's right. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, you do have your 10 grand. Yeah, that 24. That's the last year of the Yanko. Last year of the Yanko. When are you predicting to get that? Because I want to see that personally. And that's another idea that we're going to have to get scheduled. Hopefully. You think you'll have it like in your garage in 25? You think? Obviously, it's going to hinge on the sale of your 22, but I'm hoping like sometime less than a year. Oh, yes. Yeah, even at 200K, 300K, 400K, I'm cool with it. Yeah. I think that that would be amazing. Um, oh my god. Oh my god. I'm gonna tell you what. Your 22's got 1050. So the 1050 for the 22. So the 23 is gonna have 1100. Yeah, 1150. And I'll bet you that's gonna be at the rear tire too. Cars are fucking crazy, crazy. But yet nobody talks about it. It's another car. I even went to a GM dealership, the biggest one, which I thought for Iowa was the biggest, and they didn't know about it, huh? What? And I'm not knocking on it. I'm not putting them or degrading them, putting them down or degrading them or whatever. They sell a lot of cars and they put a lot of Camaros and Corvettes on the road, and that's good for us all. But how do you have such an insane monster like that and not know about it? That's wild to me. That's wild to me. Yeah, because they had to call my salesman, had touch with the manager. They had to run up the ladder, do whatever they got to do. And I think I got a phone call like 2-3 days later. It said that they couldn't do anything because they didn't know about it. And I'm like, how do you not fucking know about I mean, and then everybody's praising the Demon 170. I'm like, we've had a 4-digit Camaro for, was the 19 the first one to break? No, it had to have been the 20 or 21. The 20 or 21, I think, was the first Yanko. But I mean, I'm talking to the tire. So you're talking another 15 or 20% on top of that. So I think I did the calculations. You have to go back and watch the video when Tracy and I were talking. It's like 1,200 horsepower from the factory with a warranty right off the showroom. But then everyone's like, oh, 1,025 on the D. We've had it. We've had it for so long. Like, what do you guys, like, hey, come on. And I think, what was your car? 155? 156? 156 is the number that sticks in my head. It's ridiculous. Ridiculous. Yeah. Yeah. It really puts everything into perspective. Because when I went in there, I said, and I followed another content creator's recommendations, and I said, I need to talk to your top Corvette or Camaro salesman. And who they put me in touch with. I mean, it's just sad, man. It's just sad. But I mean, who knows how much they're making? I can't put any pressure on them. But I'm gonna do my due diligence, and I'm gonna do the marketing. I don't know how you want to put it, but I think it's badass, and it kind of makes me sad because if you type in Yanko Camaro, whatever, any 6th generation Yanko Camaro, they only have a video of it sitting there fucking just idling. Like, nobody wants to watch that. That's lame. Who wants to watch a cold start? I mean, it might be cool every once in a while. Yeah. Would be cool to see everyone's cars all together. Yeah. I know Alex at one point tried to do an online car show. I don't know how that would work. Yeah, that would be cool. It'd also be cool to see everybody hauling ass in their car too. 22 was 156. Boom, I was right. Could have a little bit cheaper, but my donor was 2SS and sprung for yeah. Wow, and why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you? You know what I mean? I would have done the same thing. I would have done the same thing. I just wish they did it with a ZL1. But I know Nikki Performance out of Chicago. Again, Tracy was the one that freaking sent me some pictures. They do a ZL1, but I did call them because I wanted to have them do some work on my car. Man, I'm telling you. The lady said, before we go any further, we're booked out for a year. And I was like, well, solves that. Camaro Fest. I believe that's in Kentucky, isn't it? Here, I'm just going to do a quick. Don't mind me. I hate the silence just as much as you do. 2024. Let me see where it's at here. Well, shit. While we're in here, I'll just fucking add it in. Camaro Fest, Bowling Green, Kentucky. Tracy, you can make that. You can make that. I don't know if we have any California. I don't know if we have anybody from this real. I don't see a date. The date up top, August 1st, August 4th. Okay. I would. I'll probably be down. I'll probably be in. Wouldn't you like to know where you at? I can't remember. I talked to a lot of people from this channel, and that's part of the. It's one of the most amazing things. I'm not on. Okay, it looks like they do have a YouTube channel, so I'll be going and checking that out. Started in 2010. August to the 4th. So it looks like this is the 13th annual show. Yeah. I might be down. Noob, you make it in? Oh fuck. I don't think I could turn down an opportunity to meet all you guys. I don't think I could do that. I think that'd be straight up fucking rude. I think yeah, I was just looking at it one more time. I don't think okay. All right. Oh shit. Okay. Okay. Well, looks like I got a fucking video to put together then. Sounds like. I'll get do some sponsoring or I'll do some advertising or whatever. Well, yeah. I think that'd be badass. Camaro Fest is something I've always wanted to go to anyways. But I've never really had a good reason or the time because it's always been in my previous job that was always like a busy time of the year. So told you this changes for the better. Okay. Yes, sir. Well, I'll put some things together, but it looks like you can count me in on that one. Okay. Fuck yeah, I'm fucking pumped. Sorry, I'm just doing a little bit more reading here. Yeah, 3 days. So it looks like that's going to be a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And then you can, yeah. So it looks like, because that's what August 1st lands on is a Thursday. So, yeah. Damn right. You're damn right. Hopefully it's not a big hopefully they get some shit fixed. I heard some things after COVID. It kind of was a little bit lame, but you know everybody's backing off nowadays. I have confidence that it'll be badass. If not, we'll break away and do our own thing, and we will make it badass. I guarantee you that. I guarantee you that. Tracy, you in? You in? Yep. If you're going to do it, I would say you need to call and get a hotel room now. That's just me. I would say if you're going to be there, you need to bring your car too. Okay. That's badass. That's a good idea. Mr. Wouldn't you like to know what's your name? Now I gotta know. Now I gotta know. Gotta give credit where credit's due. Because that's a good damn idea, actually. I've been so distracted with all the bullshit in my life that I've been kind of laxed on the YouTubulations. So Jenkins, you better not back out on us. I'm telling you. I can feel the silence. I can feel the silence. Okay, fellas. It's on. It's on like Donkey Kong. August 1st. I'm going to do a poll. Actually, I'll work on it right now. There'll be a poll out tomorrow. I want to know who everybody that's going to be there. If you are going to be in there or you're going to be there, comment in the comment section below. Other than that, I'm going to get out of here because I need to get my fat ass on the exercise bike and I need to go to the gym and get my workout in. So that's on my agenda tonight. I've wanted to go in the past but didn't have a car. You got what? You got the perfect one now? No one in my house wanted to go, so yeah. All right, Chris. Yeah, I have to do a lot of shit solo, so I know exactly where you're at. August 1st. Yeah. Hit me up. I'll probably be on Instagram. So everybody that go follow me on Instagram. It's T_drive inside. That's where I'm at. As a matter of fact, after this, I'll probably link it below. But I'm gonna hop out of here. I'm gonna get my fat ace in shape. I'm gonna go to the gym. Chris, thanks for the idea, buddy. Other than that, we're going to. I'll probably be back here next week. I'm gonna try to get a hold of Alex, see if we can't get another stream in with him. There's some shenanigans going on in the Mopar world, and it could be spilling over into our world / and or the economy for 2024. So I would like to shine some light on that. But I hope you guys have an awesome week. I'm going to try to get a video out. We're starting to, shit's starting to fall in line a little bit more and more. So you guys take care. Like the video on your way out, please. Drop a like, and we'll catch you guys next time. We'll see you.